Hey, welcome to my channel. These cards are speaking. And so I'm just going to do a general message. And we're just going to see what Spirit has to say. I'm just going to lay out some cards and just go with the flow. So they may or may not resonate with you, and that's fine. It just means it may not be your story. But we're going to see what Spirit has to say. Nine of Pentacles. Independent, abundant. Things you've been doing has been working for you. It's abundance all around you. Ace of Cups, new beginning and love. You could be finding love in yourself with this newfound abundance. That you realize that true love comes from the inside, not necessarily from the outside. And the love that you have for yourself overflows, and now other people can experience that love that you have, and they can see it, and it's almost like a reflection to them, and like what makes them so happy in love, and they're independent and they're single. You know, it's lighting a fire in other people. Like, I want that same thing. The Lovers. The Lovers is not necessarily soulmate. That's the first thing that came to mind. It's a soulmate. You can find I feel like it's the choice. The Lovers is a choice. It's like, what are you choosing? I feel like you've chosen yourself in this case. Whoever's watching, you know, you have begun to look towards the inside of you for love. And because that's overflowing on the outside of you, that you now have choices. You have viable choices. You have good choices, I should say. With that snail, I'm just hearing is slow moving, and it may feel like you never was going to get to this place because you have been looking for, you know, basically love in all the wrong places. But because of the inner work that you've done, you know, the choices that you have now in front of you, it is really worth your time to even investigate, you know, so to speak. Six of Swords, yeah, because you're moving away. You have moved away from anything that has not served you. Anything that's going to take your peace. You're moving, or you have moved. The Empress. Look at that. That's beautiful. I feel like you know who you are now. You know who you are. You know what you carry, because the Empress can be pregnant. And I'm hearing that you know what you carry. You know what you carry on the inside of you. And it's not necessarily a baby, but it's all of the revelation, all of the light bulbs that you have gone through, so to speak, for you to even become this independent person, right? And because of that, you know what you carry, and you carry abundance, you carry wisdom, you carry knowledge, you carry self-respect, you carry love. All those things that you carry now is what you embody. That's beautiful. The Hermit. Yep, it's come from the introspection. You've taken that light, that lantern, and you've shown it on the inside of you. And you've done the work, the Virgo energy. You've done the work All right, look at that. The Magician on the bottom of the deck. I just saw 505. And because of that, you have manifested this beautiful person that knows what they embody. Let's get a little bit more. Now you're going to share it. So I asked, with this newfound revelation, with this newfound embodiment of being the Empress, you're now going to share it. You're going to celebrate. And you're going to share. You're going to share it with other people. Other people coming along behind you or beside you. You know, they also want to embody that also. So you're going to share your wisdom and your understanding with them. You're going to let them know in their life what needs to be end, what needs to end. You're going to expose and share what is no longer serving them, and like what are the swords. These swords represent ideas and thoughts that is holding them down and is keeping them back. What is keeping them down? With this newfound understanding, abundance, and what you embody, that was the bottom of the deck, is what you're going to share and celebrate You're going to celebrate others for who they are and where they are currently. Right? That's beautiful. Temperance. Yeah. You're going to have patience, because the dark night of the soul, things that, just like with that 10 of swords, those thoughts, the ideologies, the things that they believe that holds them down, it's going to be triggering. No one wants to look in the mirror and see their shadow, why they act the way they act. Why am I mean? Why am I vengeful? You know, when that mirror is held up to you to look for that dark night of the soul or the shadow, you have to deal with that. It's going to take someone who has patience. And because you have done the work, you'll be able to have patience to help them. You know, the bottom of the deck is the devil, the obsessions, the ego, the what is the word? Addictions. All of the things that chains them, that ties them down. You embody and you know what needs to be said and done to set the captive free. Wow, that's awesome. Let's get some more. The 6 of Cups. Yeah, you've done the inner work. You've done the inner work. You've looked at your own self in the mirror and asked why. I always say that, like, that is how to me, that is how the dark night of the shadow begins, is when you ask why. If your relationship ends, if your relationship is rocky, I'm telling you, if you ask yourself why, like, or what, like, what is my part in the demise of this? Or what is my part of the destruction of this? And you be honest with yourself and you listen, that's when the transformation begins, people. That's when the transformation begins. I saw the High Priestess. Right. That's exactly right. The High Priestess. All right, let's get one more. Thank you for the messages so far, Spirit. Page of Pentacles. It's new beginnings. It's new beginnings. Because of what you embody now, the old life that you live, the old way that you carry yourself is now put to rest. And so now you are walking in Page energy, which is beginning, which is a student and learning. Because also with this, you can't or you shouldn't or you won't just unleash everything that you've learned and everything that you've gone through and just dump it on someone. You understand that the process to get here, from the introspection of asking yourself the hard questions of what you need to do and how you need to do it, has gotten you to the point to be the Empress, to embody all of those things. So now, as the page, or when this page energy speaks of beginning, a new beginning. So in this new beginning, you'll now know what to do and how to walk as the Empress. When page energy comes to you as the Empress, and wanting to know, like, okay, how do I ascend from here? Thank you, Spirit. From the Page of Pentacles, how do I get from the Page of Pentacles to the Nine of Pentacles of being independent? No longer being codependent on someone else, but understanding that in a relationship or a partnership that you need to be interdependent. You depend on them and they depend on you equally. That there's not just one-sided. So now with this page energy, this student energy, this new beginning energy, you embodying the Empress is going to help them get from the Page of Pentacles to the Nine of Pentacles, because the overall goal is to get to the Ten of Pentacles, which is the abundance. That is the kit and the caboodle, everything, generational wealth, everything, the house, the car, you know, the spouse. That's what the overall goal is to get to, right? All right, let's just get one more because I'm still shuffling. Oh, look at that. The bottom of the deck is the Strength. We'll just leave it with that. The Strength. And you are strong. You have dug deep, right? You dug deep. This was not for the faint of heart. You know, some people give up. Some people take a step back, and there's nothing wrong with that. But you dug deep. I just saw 1, 2, 3, 4 on the clock. And with this Strength card, it's like this lion is ferocious. I always look at it, this lion is a beast. And as a beast should devour and rip this person to shreds. But because of the grace and the poise, the loyalty that she embodies, this lion knows that they're not in any danger. And that's the same way when the Page is someone with the student energy, this beginning energy of not knowing even where to begin, how to even get their foot in the door to even begin to walk and deal with the issues of life to get them to the Nine of Pentacles, so that they can overflow with love and with themselves, right? That lion recognizes all of that. And when this Page will also recognize that in you, your loyalty, your grace, the poise, the patience that you embody, the balance that you're going to have for them to help them get to where they need to go. And it's to get to the Nine of Pentacles, in essence of becoming independent. You know, we saw the Devil card, the Devil energy, which is being chained, codependency, addictions, obsessions, you know, all of the things of the shadow, you know, that keeps you down, that keeps you stuck, right? All right, so let's do the Wisdom Oracle cards, and then we'll end on the affirmation. Thank you for the messages so far, Spirit. I hope this is speaking life to the viewer. What is it that they need to hear as far as wisdom? completion. Completion. My first thought is an ending, like burying. Hold on. I just saw the bottom of the deck is abundance. Completion will lead to abundance. So my first thought with this completion card is, what do you need to bury, collective? What do you need to put to rest finally? Right? What memory do you need to let go? We can read it out of the book, but that's the first thing that came to mind. Something needs to be completed so that you can now walk in abundance. Completion. It's orange. Completion. A life comes to a spectacular close, and that could also be the dark night of the soul. 1616 is on the clock. Could be a way of thinking coming to a close. The old life that you used to live comes to a close. The legend, he was raised in an orphanage and never wore new boots until he enlisted in the army in 1942. By the end of the war, he was a decorated veteran and had survived what many of his brothers had not. Later, he became an actor. He was well loved, but history will remember him as a war hero. When he was finally laid to rest, Goddess smiled upon him as he received him into the heavens. This is a reminder to cherish all the beauty in life, including endings. Reflect upon your part in history and discover what you value most. Do not fear completion. Embrace it. Am I present in the moment? How do I respond to the idea of completion? The key ideas and keywords: honoring your legacy, a natural ending to a grand adventure, a new beginning on the horizon, a new adventure, honoring those who give to us, achievement, determination, and fulfillment. I think that is great. Collective. And I feel like this is what you have walked in, and this is what you're going to help other people walk in also. All right, we're going to do an affirmation, and then that is it. Thank you for the messages so far. This completion is going to end to abundance, right? And that's what the Nine of Pentacles is. Card of abundance, singleness, abundance, fulfillment. All right, Spirit, what affirmation do you have for your people, the ones that will be watching? It could just be in general, or it could be something to go along with the message. We'll see. It says, the only approval I need is my own. Can I get an amen? Right? To me, and that speaks of abundance. When you're walking in abundance, when you are independent, right? Worrying about what others think is only a distraction to live courageously. Nobody knows your needs better than yourself, right? Amen. There you go, collective. I hope you got something from this. These cards have spoken. Till next time.